back.
Hey, nothing happened.
Nothing at all.
We certainly didn't get blown up because the turrets have a squiffy targeting system. Summon John. Further activities. What further activities? Ooh. Smuggling, mining, smuggling. Exploration?
I'd go with it. Exploration.
Yeah, we'll say that. Just sent you the invite. Just by magic, John appears.
Incoming telecommunication request.
Make sure I actually press the start button properly. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
And now Geoff's back.
Yay! Hello there. Let us lunch.
Lettuce leaf.
Right, my frame rate is taking a real hit. This could be interesting.
Well, we're in the position where we need to leave now.
I'm going to wait until we get outside the station before I put my landing gear up because this thing is a bit laggy. Right.
Why are we going through sideways again?
We weren't going through sideways, it just did that at the last minute. Let's get out of here. I'm just going to go find a planet somewhere that you can ride around a bit on. Hyrox 2 looks like it could be good.
Okay. Popping a pip of energy into the systems.
Into the what?
Systems.
That's what I thought you said.
Yeah.
Well, oh, we can land on that planet. No, it's like, let's go where we were.
Are we going? Hyrox 2?
Yeah, we can't land on that planet. It's green. This Hyrox 2 is a good planet to land on, and there's a base nearby. Would you like me to drop your foot to land near the base so you can ride around the base? That way we don't actually lose our ship.
I mean, you're going to be in the ship, right?
Yeah, but I've often found that you often lose track of the ship, and yeah, it's not fun.
Well, that's fine. You just come find us. It's your car still.
Yeah. I'll land outside the base and I can watch something.
New signal source.
Really?
I don't know what it is because I don't have that sort of vision, but I discovered a new signal source.
Cool. Let's see what this new signal source is.
You know, while we're going.
While we're turning around and going the other way. Encoded emissions, threat 0.
Hyrox 2.
That sounds like a good idea. I don't know what happened in the last bout, but my frame rate is completely shot to pieces.
Mine's okay, so...
Well, I guess we'll be using your video for a lot of this one then.
It's a bit interesting when you go to move the ship around, but other than that...
How do you mean, what, it's a bit laggy?
It's a bit jumpy.
Yeah. Good thing about using fraps is I've got the frame rate in the top corner.
Yeah, I've got that from the NVIDIA card.
What's yours showing?
60.
Mine's showing 10.
That's not many frames.
No, it's really not. That's why this is mostly going to be the John video.
I'll just look over at you.
It was fine before. So, on today's episode of the
45 fridge magnets here.
Oh. On today's episode of the Emergency Escape podcast,
I've got 45 fridge magnets.
Cool. What are those 45 fridge magnets for?
45 fridge magnets for final boss fight stand at Harlow Comic Con. There was a lot of F's in that.
Yes, and if someone had access to a time travel device and was able to go back to the Harlow Comic Con, how would one go about getting one of those fridge magnets?
Turn up at the stand and say hello.
This may also be useful information for MCM as well.
Well, the thing is, I'm intrigued to see, because I'm thinking these are going to have... There are possibly going to be design tweaks between the two. So those of you who go to Harlow Comic Con, or was that High Rocks 2 that we just whizzed past?
that was High Rocks 2, and that was me in the blue sector as well. That was High Rocks 2 that just went flying past the window.
Okay.
And now it's going to go flying past again.
There it is.
Yay. Hello, High Rocks 2.
Just kind of aim at the solidy bit.
Aiming at the solidy bit is not bad. Okay, that's not good. I'm going to aim at one of these things at the top, actually. Oh, my word, this is...
If you kind of aim at the solidy bit, it'll emergency drop us.
I don't want to emergency...
Too close to the...
Yeah, that'll bounce us around like nobody's business. Here we go. We're coming in for a controlled descent.
I like those.
I've heard good things about them.
Oh boy.
What? So boy.
It's when you tilt the ship, like I've got a solid 60 frame rate. It doesn't like you tilting the ship.
Ah. I've got a solid 10 frame.
You kind of need to do to pilot.
Yes.
I'm not saying don't do that. Because if you don't do that,
you can't go
anywhere. I kind of wish I could deploy the Scarab from here.
What, orbital drop?
Yeah.
Whee!
What? Oh, right. Your fuel in the Scarab's only at 45%. Are you asking me to go to the Esso garage and pick you up some new fuel? Are you still there, Geoff? You're not getting my witty commentary if you're not still there.
Good thing is...
Oh, there you are.
My recording still works. It's just that my mic decided to... what it is, I'm using the Xbox Skype, and of course the Xbox controller cuts out if you don't use it for a while.
Yes, it does do that thing.
Yes. I've investigated if there are options to stop it doing that thing, but there are no options to stop it doing that thing.
Just poke it every once in a while.
That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to remember to do. I was busy driving. Are we actually out of glide? I think we are, aren't we?
It did say glide completed.
Okay, I'm going to cut back and get fairly close to it, but not on top of it.
Wait, they've got GTA 5 on the PC now?
Where have you been? That's been out for a few years.
Not that. Specific person has GTA 5 on the PC now.
Oh, okay. Everybody we know.
Former Let's Play, Natalie.
Ooh. Right, I'm going to bring us down gently.
As it's you, I believe you. That was mostly gently.
That was mostly gently, yes. Do you want to try and take the scarab out?
It's still readied out my deploy option.
Really? That's interesting. There's no crew available. Are you in as a gunner?
Well, I was in as idle.
Okay, this could be why.
I'm now in as enter gunner.
All right.
Yeah, no, I can't deploy it. Can you deploy it?
I should be able to deploy it. Yeah, I can deploy it.
What happens if you deploy it?
I can't deploy it.
Why can't you deploy it?
Why can't I deploy it?
Are we on flat ground?
It's fairly flat. We're landed. You should be able to deploy it. Can you actually see the option to deploy it, or is it red for you?
It's red for me.
Same for me. Let's go up this way a bit.
I mean, it's been red for me the whole way down, but I kind of assumed that was because we were flying.
Bit flatter. I can't deploy it. Why can't you deploy? Okay, John, yep. No crew available, apparently.
Is it because we've not got flight crew?
But in that case, why can't one of us do it? I'm going to go to the I'm going to go to that base over there, see if we land, if we have any further success. Let's go off a bit, shall we? Says you're idle. Can you choose any other roles, or is gunner the only option you have?
I mean, I can see the SRV Scarab, but the deploy is still readied out.
Yeah.
I can read you the details of it. A lightweight all-terrain vehicle designed for scouting and exploring planet surfaces, equipped with turret-mounted dual plasma repeaters.
Oh no. That's not a base.
Warning, you have entered a trespass zone.
Yeah, I thought that was a base you could land at, obviously not.
Do you just need to request permission first?
Nothing in the contact list. Gonna go down again.
Cruise far installation.
Right, we're down again. I can't deploy it. Why can't we deploy it? Got no fighters. Got the helm. Something a bit weird going on here.
I'm just checking. The SRV is disabled in multi-crew.
Deliberately disabled in multi-crew?
Apparently so.
I thought that was part of the thing. You could actually go out and drive it.
That's what people are saying.
Oh. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, well.
From a live stream Q&A, SRV to be added. Wayhelm joins SRV without telepresence is an issue. Lots of edge cases, no plans at the moment.
Oh, that's...
how do exploration and MC tags work? MC can't benefit from exploration, no effect by the crew. Right now, multi-crew is solely intended for combat-based activities. All the benefits are for combat. Multi-crew cannot use third-person camera to scan planets and cannot be deployed in an SRV. Currently, the only exploration thing you can really do is sit back and watch maybe a fighter for surface scouting. It's not a bug, it's by design.
Can you not do separate fighters then as well? Does that count for separate fighters?
No. If we had a fighter, if you had a fighter in a fighter bay, I could whiz around on the surface and go, oh, look at this thing there. But I'd be just as useless, I'd be just as maneuverable in a fighter as you would be in the ship.
Yeah. I may see if I can get a fighter bay. I don't know how much it'll be, but it's worth a shot. It's a bit of a shame.
Apparently, it's also part of preventing the instance size from becoming too big. So, for instance, if as I say, I don't know if this actually will work if you go get a fighter or not. But to prevent an instance from becoming too large, if a fighter gets too far away from the mothership, the fighter explodes.
Okay, that sounds fun.
And with the SRV, the ship launch, like if you go out in your vehicle and get too far away from your ship, the ship will leave and go to supercruise.
Then what do you do?
Oh, and then you'd have to call the ship back in again. But basically, so that it doesn't have to render where the ship is and where you are, and everything in between all at once, and keep track of where the ship was and where you are, and everything that's happening in between. If you get too far away from the ship just buggers off, and it can forget about where the ship is.
Then you call down the ship when you need it back again.
And then you call the ship down to come and pick you up.
Meanwhile, the poor person who's still in the ship.
But that obviously won't work in multi-crew because...
Yeah, because you can't call the scarab.
It would have to keep track of where the ship was and where you are. But yeah, apparently...
Oh, I see. Yeah, I think I see, yeah.
It's the design... For the moment, at least, apparently there's no plan to add it.
Oh.
So, yeah.
That's a shame. Let's do some scanning while we're here. Oh, I've got my scanner back now. That's good.
What was it? Was that your scanner?
That was my scanner. That is my D scanner. You know what? We're going back to Trappist.
Are we?
We are going back to Trappist, I think. Yes.
Okay, well, if you want to do that.
We'll do that, then I can scan this thing properly. Not that one.
Oh.
Oh?
I wondered when that was going to happen. China Hello and welcome to this final boss fight emergency escape podcast. I've just decided to look up the news because we're going on a trip.
Road trip.
I mean, where we're going, we don't need roads.
No. Space trip.
So China.
I've heard of them.
You may have heard of them. They have passed a new legislation.
Okay.
It says that random loot systems that have exchange for money, so where you in a video game can purchase a random thing for cash, they now need to disclose the probabilities that work behind the scenes. So you read the probabilities of getting the thing you want.
I read something about this related to Overwatch.
That's what I'm reading about. Blizzard is one of the first major companies to comply with these new regulations.
How many jumps? 2 jumps.
So in an official statement, they have stated in Mandarin, but translated thankfully here to English, that every loot box always contains at least one rare or blue item.
Mm-hmm.
And then I pressed button, and the news went away.
Is it like at least one blue item as like a minimum level?
So there's a minimum of at least one blue item in every loot box. On average, players receive an epic item every 5.5 loot boxes, and a legendary item every 13.5 loot boxes. There's no guarantees that the figures are identical across all regions, so there's nothing to say that the information for China actually affects anyone else in the entire world.
Could they have changed it specifically for China?
They could do, because they do the Cody thingy. But yeah, I mean, that's interesting because this is the first that we're seeing of somebody having to reveal the chances and prove that the loot boxes aren't a big load of crap.
Could that be exploited if someone were to say create a VPN so that they connected to Overwatch through China essentially?
Shrug.
Because that'll be the thing there, surely.
Let's see what else is in the news.
Oh, look at that! Just go check your system map now.
1 minute.
Whoa!
I've got a lot of unexplored things.
That's what we needed. That is what we need. There we are. That's what it looks like. There's your 7 planets.
There are indeed your 7 planets. Should we go a bit closer and Hadoop them?
Why not?
So, NetherRealms have announced some of the characters coming to Injustice 2. In addition to all of the characters that we've already seen in the roster, they've announced some of the DLC. Sub-Zero.
I've heard of him.
He's going to be a DLC character.
Oh, wow. Here we go.
Along with the Red Hood.
We may be seeing this at high speed, by the way, just so you know.
Okay, I can see it ahead of us. It's ahead of us. It's ahead of us. It's ahead of us. It went past the window.
That was the first planet.
Discovered new signal source.
Good for that.